Hey everybody, welcome back to the Halloween Hotel. This is Brad here, and I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. I hope it's not boring for you, because it's definitely not boring for me. I'm going to show you some of the items that we bought to go along with the plethora of Halloween stuff that we already own. One of these times, when I get it organized, I'm going to have to give you guys a tour, but it is pretty ridiculous on how much stuff we have for Halloween, and I'm probably only going to get more. So, hold on a second, the bird's about to fly off. Come here. You go to the top. We don't need a bird flying around while we're in here. So all right, we're good. I'm gonna show you some stuff that we have purchased. I'll give you a couple ideas. I'm gonna try to keep this short. I know I like to talk a lot, so I'm gonna try to keep it short. But I'm gonna start showing you guys. We're just gonna get to it. I'm gonna show you some stuff I got. Zero, this is completely random. I have no idea what I'm pulling. I'm just gonna pull stuff up. I probably got about 10 or 12 things. So first thing I got right here, this guy right here is one of those LED strips. It's the ones you use for the back of your TV. All right, not that long, maybe, let's see on the box, I think it's like 19 feet. Yes, so we got about 15 to 19 feet of LED here. It's RGB, so different colors. I never really messed with too much lighting since I started haunting about 5 years ago. My lighting's always been ridiculous. It's always been completely just idiotic. No disrespect to anybody, but I use a lot of flickering floodlights. The more haunters I talk to that are just really into this way more than me, they say flickering lights, they don't really like it. It doesn't give away your detail. I can see when there are times there are and there's times there are not, but for the most part I want to get away with that. And if I can get some RGB stuff at a decent price, which that was pretty cheap, I think it was 16 bucks on Amazon, you can't beat that. So I really want to up my game with lighting this year because one, it can show the better details that we have, and two, it sets the mood a little better. Just especially with fog and accents and all that stuff, it's just really great. I'm going to show you what I'm going to use this for here in a little bit, but there is a hidden project behind that. Next thing I got, I got these donated, but I just got some other bulbs. I think there's 36 or 38 on here, and they're just your basic low watt bulbs, something I can put outside. A lot of the facades that we're going to have, a couple's going to have porches and stuff, so it would be good to kind of have it lighted on the outside so that people can see what they're doing. In my backyard, I live behind a preserve, so it gets pretty dark in the back. I'm going to have street lights and everything, so it's going to be a city. I'm going to give you guys the game plan for that as time goes on. I give you little pieces at a time, but it's going to be like a city. It's going to be well lighted, but I need to be well lighted outside just in case, we don't want anybody to get hurt tripping, because we are going to have overhangs and porches, and that's probably what those lights are going to be for. All right, next up, we have these guys right here, and these guys were pretty cheap, so I picked them up, and I don't know what I'm going to use them for yet, but they're probably going to be a part of the monster museum that I'm going to make. I got that from Alan Hops. He does a monster museum, and go figure, it doesn't have batteries in it, but all this stuff right here, the X's and the line around, when it's dark in here, it lights up. It looks really good. One of my kids wore it the other day, and it worked, but this is really light. I can tell it doesn't have batteries. So I'm probably just missing the piece that has the battery. But I am going to have a monster museum, and inside we're going to have like the basic stuff. We're going to have Jason and Michael Myers. We're going to have Cousin It's going to be in there this year. I'm trying to get some Beetlejuice stuff. I don't know if I'm going to have the capabilities to do that, but the monster museum is going to be the biggest, not the biggest, it'll be the second biggest facade that we have. It's going to be a walkthrough facade, so I guess maybe it's not a facade, but it's going to be a small walkthrough. I'm going to try to put up to 8 characters in there, and I was thinking about just putting these in the background on the wall or something, so stay tuned for that. We're going to stick with the lighting theme, because that's my big game this year, is I really want to step my game up with lighting. And we got these Edison bulbs, and they're pretty cool. I'll plug one in real quick. These bulbs are pretty cool, and we got these on clearance. And there we go. You can't really see it, but it has, you can't really see it. I need to work on my video skills. It's really lacking. That has a bunch of different bunch of different pieces inside. So it kind of flares out, and then there's a bunch of, everybody knows the light bulb has a little piece that comes down. So it has a bunch of them, and they're very low watt, and it actually comes off like an amber, or I wouldn't say amber, more like an orange, and it looks really good. So it would be good if you have a scene for, I'm thinking like a witch's scene, because I don't really want any color in a witch's scene. I would like to see a lot of the detail, but not as bright. One of the hunters that I talked to in the off season was talking about lighting and how sometimes natural lighting is actually good because it shows the abilities that you have to have great detail in your props. And I like that idea, and I'm going to try it. I'm not saying my detail is the best. It's probably not that good at all. I think it's decent for me. But I'm going to try it this year, and we're going to see. And I think natural lighting might work, and we're going to try it. Because guess what? It doesn't matter if it doesn't work, then we just won't try it next year. It's not a big deal. So Edison bulbs, I got a pack of... We got a pack of 8, so I'm probably gonna string those up. I'm gonna go to Home Depot, get the little connections, wire them all together, hang them up. All right, now here's the big one. Not really a big one, but there's 2 of these, and they're just LED lights. And each one comes with 2 rolls. I got 2 boxes, 2 rolls. I think I paid 30, not even 30 bucks, maybe $22 a piece for these, and it's 500 LED lights. They're not RGB. They are soft white. They're not RGB. I do plan on getting some RGB, but again, I'm trying the natural light thing. It comes with a controller with a dimmer, and the dimmer works really well. And it also has one end that has bare ends on it, and another end just has the female end, and it comes with the male ends and all that with a 5-volt plug into the wall. It comes with everything you need. So that is a very versatile piece, because I forgot to pull this out, but go figure, it wouldn't be here when I need it. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like, I try to keep everything together. This will be my first year doing this. I got a controller. I got a light controller. It's nothing fancy. Again, Amazon. Don't know how much I paid for this either. Not much. This was surprisingly cheap. I wouldn't buy this if it was expensive. I'm gonna tell you right now. I just wouldn't. But it hooks up. It has different wattages on it, up to 1.5 amps, up to 20. So I can hook various things in there. And I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna try it out. And because it has the connectors right here, or the terminals, I can use the LEDs that are already spliced on one end for me to put those in there and try them out. So that's another thing that got added. All right, we got a couple more things left. One of them is, I got some soft light LEDs. There's got to be 1 million of them here. Seriously, like there has to be 1 million. This is ridiculous. I don't even know what I would do with all these, but they were $22.99 on Amazon, and it comes with a freaking controller. No brainer. Again, white light, not RGB. That's probably why they were so much cheaper. I do plan on getting some RGBs, I promise you, but these are legit. And I got 8 different settings. It's got a dimmer. I can make them less dim. Let me see if I can turn it down. See how it goes, and then it brightens back up. Endless possibilities. I love it. I like those a lot. Don't know if I could splice them. They're going to have to all go in one room, but I have an idea for them. Probably going to be in the murder house. So one of the facades we're going to have this year is going to be an asylum. It's going to be a facade with a scene inside. They're not going to be able to walk through it, but it's going to be one of my favorite builds, and I'm going to leave it for last because this is my first year of really building facades with a lot of detail, and that will be my last, close to my last one, and I'm going to have a lot of practice, and I really want to make this one look good. And if you go back to a couple videos ago where I put the facade, I was like, hey, these are the facades we're going to do. Pick 8 out of 12 or whatever, but you'll see it on there, and if I can make it look anywhere near like that, I'm going to be happy. But when I make these facades, I have to think about all the things that I have at my house that's going to be able to make me do the Halloween, so I'm not making a bunch of stuff. Like the Witch's Cottage was something that I knew my kids wanted me to have. I don't have a lot of witches stuff, so I gotta make some stuff. So if I'm gonna make a lot of stuff in the witches cottage, when it comes time for the asylum, I can't be making stuff. I'm not gonna have time. I'm a one-man show. When it comes close to Halloween, my kids do help me out, but I'm basically a one-man show. So I was searching on Pinterest, and people were making IV racks with IV bags. This is amazing. I think I got, they're supposed to be Jello shot shooters or whatever. Nah, no, this is Halloween prop material right here. These are awesome. Again, Amazon donated to me. Somebody bought them for me. So awesome stuff to have. It comes with a little syringe. We're gonna dirty it up. I'm gonna use some PVC to make the stand. I'm gonna grunge up the PVC. I'll do a tutorial on it. I hope it comes out good. If you don't see the tutorial, that means it didn't come out good and I didn't post it because it sucks. So hopefully you get to see the tutorial. All right, I didn't want to be longer than 15 minutes and I'm already at 11, so I'm gonna hurry this up. I'm very cheap. If anybody knows me, you know I'm very cheap. And it takes a lot for me, a lot, for somebody to convince me to buy one of these from Monster Guts. But I'm gonna be honest with you, this is a pretty good deal. 25 bucks? I don't even think it's that, maybe $22 to get one of these. And you can't beat it. But I'm gonna tell you where they get you. And I hope the people from Monster Guts never subscribe to my channel because they're gonna hate me for saying this. Have you ever looked at the price of their power supplies? Seriously. It's like the same cost of a wiper motor. It's freaking ridiculous. So I did a bunch of research. I was overseas for work and I didn't really have anything to do on my off time, so I started researching. I took everything that I read, all the details that they had, started comparing it. I went to eBay, and when I went to eBay, I found these guys, which are identical to what they have on there. Their output and everything is equal to what they have, and it even came with the adapter that goes into it, the female end, with the hardwire adapter where you would wire it in the front, and you know this obviously has the male end. So only thing I had to do is get some wire and run it, and we're gonna be good to go. I got 8 of these, 8 shipped to my house for 25 bucks. Just one through Monster Guts with shipping is over $25. Guaranteed. Not saying Monster Guts isn't good because their wiper motors are really cheap. And these power supplies might not be as good as that. I'm willing to try it out. If I'm getting 5 for the price of 1, I'm okay with that. So this whole box right here, I got 2 wiper motors. I got the power adapters, and I got 3 Deere motors, and I've never used these before. I know they're not high torque like a wiper motor, but some of my wiper motor props could definitely just be a Deere motor. And these at Monster Guts are really cheap too. They're under 15. Heck, they might be under, I think they're $11.95. I got 3 of them. So I got 3 of these, and I received 3, I think I said 2 before, but I think I got 3 wiper motors, 3 of these with shipping, $107. You can't beat that. That's 6 moving props. With my creepy witch that's going to be stirring in the cauldron, I'm probably going to use a Deere motor for the top half, and then I'll use a wiper motor on the bottom. Maybe, possibly, if I can get a light stick, because the witch is going to be made out of PVC, I might just use 2 Deere motors, or it might be 1 Deere motor and 1 wiper motor. But we'll see when time comes. While I got this box open, I only got 2 more things left. Last year I made a cemetery fence and I did a tutorial, and it's freaking embarrassing, and I should probably delete it off YouTube because it's really bad. It was really bad. It was horrible, actually. So I did a lot of research when I was overseas, and I figured out that I'm going to redo mine because they suck. They suck really bad. So I'm waiting on a friend of mine to give me his drill press because he's stupid and wants to just give it to me, so I'm going to take it. And while I was gone, I found these finials. And I got them from just it wasn't like a warehouse, anybody. It was just an average Joe that had bought them, didn't use them all, and I got 100 of them shipped to the house for 40 bucks. It was 40 plus shipping. I told him I would give him 40 and he paid for shipping on the buy it now. I just put it in the description. I got 100 of them for $40. That's like 40 cents a piece. Good deal. The only problem is the bottom is only about 3/4 of an inch. So I'm gonna have to figure out PVC wise. I might have to melt some stuff. I'll figure it out. But I've been watching a lot of Ram videos, and Ram, if you subscribe to me ever, know that you motivated me a lot and you're a hard worker, and I'm gonna be the same way. Last but not least, you're probably not gonna be impressed, but I'm super excited for this build. I went to eBay and I got 6 Jason masks, all different. I got this muddy one, all black with red, all black with, hold on, all black with red, silver with red, all black with silver. I got a gold one, and I got the dirty one. I got all 6 of these masks shipped from China for under $30. So what I'm gonna do is in one of my facades on the back wall, I'm going to make like a recessed part in the wall. I'm gonna make it out of pallet wood. So I'm gonna have my facade in the back. It's just gonna be a recessed wall, put paper, I'm gonna put wallpaper and all that stuff. It's probably gonna be in a monster museum. And I'm going to enclose all 6 masks inside of a box with plexiglass, and it's gonna look like it is flush with the wall. So it's gonna be mounted in the back of the wall to face, so it's gonna be plexiglass, maybe a little bit of trim. These are gonna be inside. And with those inside, I'm gonna use the TV LED RGBs that I showed you first. And I'm gonna use those inside of that. And that's gonna light it up. And that's gonna be in the Monster Museum right next to the full-size Jason armature that I had made. That is, I just gotta get some new clothes for him. But other than that, he's pretty legit. So this is gonna be a fun build. And the only reason I think it's fun is because these, I was trying to make them last year. And I was paying $1 for them. And I was doing a bunch of work. And I can get them shipped to the house for $3.99. That's ridiculous. So I took full advantage. I got these. Yeah, I didn't make them. I should have. But I can't even make them this cheap. And if I do, they don't look like this. And this looks good. I mean, it looks really good. Like, seriously. I'm really impressed with this. I know they came from China. I get it, man. I'm in the military. Should always buy American. $3.99 shipped to the house from China. You can't beat it. I'm okay with that. Probably not a good thing to say. I'm okay with this. So that's some of the things that we have gotten. I have so much more stuff coming. A lot of it's just going to be lights and the Froggies, smoke, the smelly smoke from Froggies, or the smelly fog. I'm going to be getting a lot of that stuff. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming in. So I'm going to have clips like this. I'll try to make them shorter, but I just had a lot of stuff to show. But stay tuned. A lot of stuff to come. A lot of ideas. Hope you guys subscribe. I hope you like what you see. And stay tuned because Witch's Cauldron Part 2 is coming next.